screens in our FLE VT company. I tell you, God's blessings just keep on raining down. We just got another new ingredient. We're going to be developing a very, very affordable outdoor projection screen. Because I told you before, I'm working on trying to make more advanced, more advanced products, and to have these advanced products designed that they are extremely affordable for the customers. You know, any surface we coat with this technology, we can turn it into a projection screen that's like beyond your wildest dreams. We got a project we're gonna be working on too. Also, too, we're gonna make a cardboard projection screen. It's gonna be like something like 30 boxes. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big screen. But we're just testing some stuff out. We're working on some weatherproof cardboard. They do make that solution. It is a bit expensive. We're figuring if we can have a coating and screen paint combined all in one, and we can basically weatherproof cardboard and take it outside. That'd be kind of sick, wouldn't it? So right now, I thought to myself, we're doing a lot of outdoor screens. Let's do something extremely affordable. Let's try to find something that work well with the formula. We got a new formula we're developing for this. It's something special. The screen's going to cost $167. It's a 100-inch screen. If we get it the way we wanted to get it, this thing will be front and rear, which I'd really rather have front and rear to have the projector and, you know, here than over there. But anyway, yeah, we're working on that. The surface will be here tomorrow. We're not going to tell too much about the surface, where we got it from, where we bought it from. I had to go someplace else to get this, and it was, like I said, I had to use the wholesale license to get it for a very affordable price, so that way we can charge a very affordable price for our customers, and then blessed with the ability to have the knowledge needed to coat this surface with something special, so we can have something for you guys this summer that's going to be very, very affordable. That's what we're working on, to try to bring out better products. This is why we have these certified screens over here. As a matter of fact, I have to go pop up these screens and order the Yard Master. That's why we have all these certified screens. We do all this testing, not only to prove that our products are working and functioning, we can back these products up, but to show you that you don't have to spend all this money for these overpriced, expensive screens, or you really don't have to take the chance on working with products that are just not tested at all, period. These are fast, quick products that are pushed on the market, and they're not properly tested. We went to a real thorough, detail, search and research on outdoor projection screens alone. You need a ton of information just for outdoor. Just even say the word outdoor, you need a ton of information on that. So with that being said, you can see where I was looking through specification sheets, and not just on individuals who do this constantly, but even on big companies. The information just not there at all. We had a nice conversation with Smarter Surfaces, and in that conversation, I just asked very serious questions, about their products. And again, quite frankly, you are not doing this with a white screen. That is virtually impossible. 12 o'clock in the afternoon, direct hit from sunlight, 100% contrast. No. I made sure we got a detailed recording of that, because usually they reset the chat and you won't see it there anymore. I won't even see it there anymore. So all that's there. So, if it ever comes up, God forbid it doesn't, but if it ever comes up and they say, hey, you slandered our product, we never said so and so and so. Ooh, yes, you did, because we got it right here on recording. This is why I record and document everything, because you'd be surprised how fast things will change. All right, so let's get to this other product. We're going to be using a cheap projector. I'm going to be doing a couple of unboxings this week and so on. We're going to be doing projectors under $60. We still have a lot of stuff we're working on. Like I said, we have this different color screen paints coming out. We have the Superior Infinity. That's a high grade coating that we're bringing out. When we're working on and showing that off pretty soon. We're going to do that on inflatable screens, all that stuff. The special coating we had does not work on the inflatables, but it does work on this surface that we purchased, and it's going to make a very affordable portable screen. Yes, you can crunch it into a bag. You don't have to worry about basically wrinkles and all that stuff. And again, we want something that we're going to have. Let's put it this way. Let me turn this off downtown. We're in trouble. So when you're dealing with high-end screens, you're dealing with the category of what you have and what you don't have. If you have the money, you can afford the big boy toys. If you don't have the money, you have to settle for whatever they have that you can have. So, cheapest is going to be a white screen, mid-gray, and then you get to a little darker, and then you get to the gunmetal technology, which is a lot more expensive, $3,000 units. So the bottom dollar screens really aren't all that great. We all know that from the door, but you don't give you much of a choice with that. You can spend more good money for a projector, but if you don't have the extra money to pay for that screen, well, guess what? You're just not going to get what you'll get out of your projector. They know this, but apparently think that some people do know this when they buy a screen and find out they're not going to get the projector gift, they spend some more money. So we want it, so even our bottom dollar screens are more advanced than the $5,000 screen mark. So even if you were to get a more cheaper screen from us, you still would have the capability to take out a $5,000 screen and do things that a $5,000 screen would never be able to do. These are the goals that we're working toward. Now, as you saw, where we have people that are extremely angry over what we do, and people started really nasty rumors about my company to try to destroy what we have here. And again, I can't express this enough. You can't take away what God has given. It's not going to happen. But, I just wanted you to see some of the stuff that we go through. Some people calling us up and screaming and yelling and ranting. This is usually we go through the racial slurs and all that stuff. It's just crazy. But anyway, this is some of the stuff that we go through. And it's because the people who make these paints and products, they really don't want to test. They don't want to do all the stuff that we're doing. And I guess we were making it hard for them because they have to work and they don't want to work. They want to just collect money. Then you have these certified screens that were high grade screens. We become a threat to them because we can test against their products and show that we can design a screen for much more affordable, quicker, faster, and they get a little upset over that too. So I guess everybody just would like for us to play nice. They want us to basically just do the same thing they're doing. Just play nice, go in a dark room, get yourself a high-powered machine, and just do the protocol. Read the list. Just say what we tell you to say. You work in ambient light control environments, lie about your specifications, don't do any testing whatsoever. And we don't do that. I'm sorry. I serve God. I can't do that. He blesses us. All our technology comes from him, and since our technology comes from him, it's designed to do what it's supposed to do. Well, what am I supposed to say? Am I going to sit there and say it doesn't work? Or I want to tell the truth. It works, and we can back it up in any courtroom. That's why I said, anybody, I don't care where you're at or where you're at, if you want to make a claim against my product, I can back it up in any courtroom you choose. That's all. But anyway, I'm happy about this new screen. I really am. I'm happy about it because this is going to be so freaking affordable. And of course, shipping is going to be free. We can ship this anywhere in the world for free. And if you live in Madagascar, which I can't believe I still ship the screen to Madagascar, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, we can ship it anywhere in the world for free. It's going to be $167. We're going to be showing a lot of demonstrations off the screen. You're going to see it. It's already pre-coated, so you're not coating anything from the door. You're going to see it go against high-grade certified screens, inside and out, because the screen can actually perform inside also too. We do prefer it's an outdoor screen because the material is more outside. We'll just show you exactly how powerful these things are going to be. You don't require expensive projectors. It will be fully ultra short throw compatible, because that's a very important thing, especially when you're doing outside screens. Ultra short throw is extremely important. And we'll give a time of the day when we can activate this thing. I'm hoping to get them at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock at 1,000 lumens would be absolutely amazing. That would be great right there. So we're going to do that also too. I'm going to show you something pretty cool too. We're going to do a portable screen. And we're going to do a portable screen. We're going to coat this with our technology, and I'm going to show you in the demonstration. People want to take this to heart every time we say gray, but we do gray anyway, because again, it's a misleading screen paint. It really is. It's a misleading screen paint. If you're telling the truth on it, it's not misleading. If you're lying and you're saying it does the same thing as the darker screens, then no, you have to lie. It doesn't do that. So even if you were to try to upgrade your screen with a great product, I'm going to show you exactly how this is not going to go so well for you at all, period. You're still not going to read the infinity contrast level, which is a must and a requirement for outside use. I still don't understand why people get upset when we make that statement. Because, are you saying you can do this? Because if you can do it, you can't. But this way, I don't understand how you get upset about something that you can't do because somebody says you can't do it and you can't prove that you can do it. So once you prove you can do it, then you don't have to ever get upset because you can't do it. If you can follow that along, I just said a few minutes ago. Can't get upset about something at the end of the day that you have to be to prove you can do this. You know, it's like getting mad when somebody says, "Hey, I could jump the Grand Canyon." Well, no one's going to believe that at the end of the day. They're going to look at you like you've lost your marbles, you know, and you can't get upset about it. You can't get angry. I'm going to disown all these people because they don't believe me. No one has faith in me. You know, you're actually going to have to do that in order for me to go, oh, shoot, Johnny did jump the Grand Canyon. It was freaking amazing. Like, I've never seen anything like that before. You got to prove it. So it's so far-fetched to say that a gray screen or a white screen reads 100% contrast. That's virtually impossible. It's just not going to happen. Magic projector at the end of the day, it really is. And there is a projector out there that basically can get a white screen to produce an infinity contrast level. It is not going to be cheap. I'll tell you that much right there from the door. All right, so happy about the new screen. We're going to be showing it off very soon. And it's going to be marketed at $167. It's going to make this affordable for everybody. It's going to come with free worldwide shipping. This is also, too, like the logo we're going to have for advertising that screen. And I want to mark down here the 167. So it's going to be one of the most affordable outdoor screens. They come in 100 inches only, which is a good size screen for outside. It's a 4x7, which is a nice gathering family screen. And it does have, we did get one with the grommets because they had one out with the grommets. We need grommets because we're going to show you how we're going to build a frame for this. Very easy, very cheap frame. You don't have to worry about spending a lot of money. And this is a fantastic frame if you're going to be doing front and rear. So you're going to pop over to Home Depot, pick up some parts and stuff, some wood. You're going to build this out of wood, trust me. And it's very easy to do. I'm going to show you how to build a, we can make it collapsible. We can make it where it folds in half, where if you want, we can put handles on it. However way you want to do it. Heck, we can even make it levitate. It depends on how you want it done. Ooh, I haven't built one like that before. I mean, it's a little more expensive. Well, it's not really that expensive. Hold on for a minute. I need paper and pencil. The Lord just blessed me with an idea how to build a new screen. Oh, that would be crazy. On top of that, that would cut down on a tremendous amount of basically for the screen to be jumping around. If the wind were to hit it, it would perfect. Well, don't we have any ink pens? Oh, here we go. Oh, that would be sick. I got this idea for the screen just popped in my head. I'm going to show you how to build it. It's going to be amazing. We're going to hook something up with that screen. We're going to hook something up. I'm going to show you how to build something. Paper. We need paper, paper, paper. See, that's why I told you. This is how fast the Lord blesses us. That fast. I got an idea. A blessing. Let's say an idea. It's a blessing for a new screen. So, it's 4 by it's 4x7, so 4x7 would be this screen. Okay, 4x7. So let's see, one piece. So if it's 4x7, you have to make it bigger, a little slightly bigger than the screen itself. We'll make two versions of this. One would be like a more advanced version if you want to build it that way, and the other version would just be a simple way. So how you build a screen with your own frame, and we'll make sure we use treated wood. If you don't treated wood, you take a little poly and go over top of it, and it's good, or brush it down. It's up to you how well you want to do it. And you build the frame, I'll show you in a few minutes, bigger than the screen itself. Now, you'll have your holes for each one of these will be serving as grommets. I wish I had something I can just draw and show you from there. As grommets. And what you're going to do is you got these things called loop screws. I call them loop screws. It's a screw with a little loop on the top of it. You put one of those that match for each grommet all the way around your screen. Now you can use bungee cords to tie it up. You can use shoestring. It really doesn't make a difference. So this is how it's going to look. So the screen in the middle, that's your actual screen, right? That's the actual screen right there. Like that's the screen, the fabric surface. Now, let me make this a little more detail for you. So the screen outside is the wooden frame. And you're going to make the wooden frame bigger, a little bigger, then I'll give you the measurements on how to do it. Then a little bigger, because you want the 100-inch screen to be able to fit inside of the fabric. So for each grommet, this is where you put a loop screw. So you're going to put a loop screw here, and then you want to put one right there, And put one right there. So this is going to allow your screen to serve like a drum. You're going to tighten it up in the little corners. You don't need about that much away from the screen. We did a couple of these. As a matter of fact, let me go to a YouTube video showing us how we actually built one of these. Let me see. Did I save this? Right, let me do this first. I'm going to do, so this is a FLE Eclipse Cinemax. It's a black portable outside movie theater. Black portable outside movie theater. All right, and I'll put down, we call it the 167. So it's gonna have, this is what you call it. And yes, 167 with free shipping overseas. So no fees and all that stuff. We pay for all that. Let me see. Where are we going with this? Come on, Mr. Bird, get it together. We just saw this a few minutes ago. All right, there we go. Thank God, Lord, allow things to dwell in the mind for a bit. All right. So there's the screen right there. Let's save this. All our technology is going to be ultra short throw compatible because it has to be, because we use ultra short throws constantly all the time. All right, got a little collection over there. Put it in here. This is the, even the ideas, everything from the ideas to everything is right there, all by God. Every bit of it. It's a blessing, because yesterday, like I said, that stuff doesn't bother me at all. It's for some people, people contacting me back saying, "Wow, you go through, yeah, we go through our fair share of craziness." So, it doesn't bother me. It's just sad. It's sad at the end of the day that people allow Satan to use them like that. It is. And like I said, take it from someone who's been on the other side of the fence. I mean, way on the other side of the fence. Man, if you don't stop, it's coming. And it's going to come bad, man. It's going to come really bad. Man, I was in a situation. I was in a bad situation. I was like, wow. Woo, that's what you get from listening to time waster, king of time waster. I've been on the side of the fence, so I can preach that. Keep on playing around with that demon at the end of the day. He got something for you. Setting you up. FLE. It's going to be FLE. Oh, can't wait. I'm going to get one of these. My neighbor's going to get these. I'm not thinking about now. Am I going to do the inflatable screens? So the inflatable screens going to require power. I didn't say, I thought I was going to hook them up. I didn't say what yet. This would be much more better because, again, I can show them how to build a frame. It's outside. It doesn't require any power. Constant feed of power all the time. And this screen becomes stationary, too. It's stationary and non-stationary. It's up to you on how you want to keep or how you want it. But we'll show you how to build a frame. The frame is going to be very easy to build. We're going to do two types of frames with this. One is going to have a different kind of like a spring support system. And the other one is going to be, it's going to be like a, it's going to be like a, without spring. So we're going to do something pretty cool with this. All right, let me see. All right, so make sure we get this saved on our file. FLE outside. And look at the price on it. The price is amazing. Let me see. Okay. FLE outside. Save it to our folder, so we have it there. Okay, it's already saved. So we'll put that onto the website and we'll post it on our channels. Let me see. We're getting our work from here. Did it save to that? Because I'm not literally seeing it over there. So let me see where that just went to. This one thing, when you use this software right here, it will direct stuff in the weirdest places for you to save stuff at. Let me see where you just went to. Where did you live? Where did you go to? Because I was hunting around for like, I know I saved this somewhere. Man, it should have went right there. That's the source. That's the outdoor screens. All right, then that's the source. That's where it went to. Okay, cool. And I know exactly where that thing went to. Okay. All right, I want to go to our cancel from here. I'm going to go to our page. Pause that. Let's see if we should open, put it right here. Portable outdoor projection screens with grommet frame. Grommet. Now the grommet frames, like I said, can be really expensive. They can be very expensive. It's 500, 800. You'll spend a lot of money for these things. I'm going to show you how to make these things for really, they're very affordable. Let me see. Now, if you want to do something even crazier, I mean really crazy frames in the day, we can show you how to make a glow-in-the-dark invisible paint that you can coat the surface and blacklight that baby so it glows. That's another sick way to hook a frame. There's just so many ways you can hook a frame up. It's unbelievable. So we'll show you some pretty cool stuff for the nighttime. You want a nighttime display show around your frame? We'll show you how to do it. Let me see. Let's go back over here and let's bring this up right here. All right. There. And here we go. Oh, that's the big one. We did one for 140-inch grommet. All right, it's a perfect. We got two of these. Perfect example of how to build these things. So let me get this up here for you guys. There you go. So this is what it's going to look like. So as you can see, I built the frame bigger than the actual screen. So that way I can fit the screen inside. And for each grommet, we attach a loop screw. That'll allow you to be a bungee cord through. You can tie it up however way you want to do it. And it'll give you a nice tight screen all the way across. It'll tighten the fabric out for you. So that comes in quite nicely. Now what we're going to do is this. We need to be to stand this up outside because again, you know, you don't want this thing falling all over the place. Maybe you don't have someplace you can lay it against the wall. And if we make this technology rear, that means that you can basically put a projector behind it. So you don't want to have this up against the wall. So what we're going to do is we're going to put planks here and here. I do want to stand this up a little bit. So I do want to put a system where when we put our planks in, we're going to have a piece of wood here and a piece of wood here. So that way we can adjust it on how high and how low we want it. So I have to get the hardware for that to figure out how much that hardware is going to cost me to do that. Or we can just put it up on a stand either way. You can just basically just set it up for the stand. The stand would be easier instead of just shifting it back and forth. It's less hardware. So you're trying to build it as cheap as possible. So like I said, you're just going to build like a T. It's like a little plank here. That's to support your screen, to balance it. And then you put a little piece in the middle right here. And that's going to allow you to attach it from here to raise your screen up a little higher. And the planks that you have, now there's two ways when you put your planks in. You can set buckets on top of it, 5-gallon buckets. Or what I like to do is I like to drill a hole right through the bucket, right through the plank, throw in a couple of big heavy washers and bolt it down to the plank. So that way I get the rocks, dirt, whatever I want in there, and you know, it works out fantastic. Please don't put cement in there. Unless you're going to make it stationary, like you never plan to move this thing, then you can do it that way. That's a better way to do it. There's just so many different ways you can do this. So many different ways you can do it. But like I said, that's how we did the outdoor screen. Now I did an outdoor screen, motorized projection screen, and this thing stood about somewhere between 9 feet tall. It was huge outside, and I was able to get that thing on that plank system by dropping in those buckets because we've done these tests before. We built screens before to see what would work and what won't work. And that back there was perfect because it was a freaking wind tunnel back there because we had trees wrapped around us and it was constant flow wind pushing through. That's why it was a fantastic place to work at on screens and build screens, so we knew exactly what we were getting ourselves into and how to construct things around the environment that we're working with, which is actually fantastic. But anyway, and those putting the planks in and dropping those buckets in basically will weigh your screen down so it doesn't move. Now, like I said, you're still going to have a bucket here and a bucket back here. Because again, your screen's going to move back and forth. So that's why we have to put this on a kind of a stilt system with the planks so we can lift it up past the height of the buckets. So it's not interfering with your screen. So yeah, I'm going to build something cool. Let me see. Now that's the first one. And these would be the planks, which I'm drawing here. These are the planks on the side. So on my end, as you can get an idea what I'm drawing, right there. So there's your planks on the side. It'll be a piece of wood, and then it would be like your planks here, and your planks, You're gonna make sure those are 4 inches. The frame itself, you can do that 1 inch high by 2 inches wide. You just need real thin. You don't need heavy wood for that. It would be too heavy to lift back and forth. You could do it that way. And then the planks itself, you do want to make sure that they are 1 inches high by 4 inches wide. And you want to make sure they're at least about 4 feet, because 4 feet is enough for you to drop your buckets in. If you're doing the bucket system, or you're doing sandbags, you sandbag. Or if you're doing the bucket system, I would have you bolt it down, which is easier because you can always lift them back up. You can pull whatever you have in there, put some rocks in there. You can go in there and just pull everything back up. If you want to take it apart and dismantle, put it someplace else. Now, if you want to do something a little bit more insane, what you do is you basically cut the frame here and you cut the frame here and you put in a latch system. A latch system that will allow you to bend the frame in half, but also too, when you fold it out, a latch will go across and it'll keep the frame from basically bending in the process. Or another way you can do it, if you can't find a latch system like that, you put in a hinge here and a hinge here, and you know that latch that slides across, the one you put across your door, you can put one here and here, and that'll keep the frame from moving back and forth, but it'll make it completely portable. Everything will fold. The planks you can pull off, because I would prefer, if I'm going to be doing that, I would basically just drill a hole and just drop in nuts and bolts instead of screwing it in, and that way I can just remove the planks anytime I want from the side to side to support the screen. You can do it that way. Put a handle here or a handle here and just basically just fold it up and you're done. Now, basically what I would do is here, I would staple down some not the zip ties, Velcro zip ties here and here. Because when you fold this in half, you don't want this to fall back out. So you fold it up, you fasten the zip ties here and here, which would make this like a little suitcase, and you have your handle, and you just take it with you. Show you how to fold that whole thing up with no problem. We can put hinges just about everywhere, even on the planks, but the planks ain't really that big, you know what I mean? You just pick those up and just basically carry those with you if you want to do it that way. But the frame itself, you can make that all portable itself. And you can even bolt the bottom pieces on any way you want. We do a nut and bolt system. Usually we just screw everything together, but we'll do screws here and here. All this will be screwed in, but we'll do a nut and bolt system, and we'll show you how to do one. You can actually fold up, make it completely portable, and then another one, basically you can make it stationary. It's not going to go anywhere anyway, just leave it right there. And then we'll have several different ones we're going to build. Now the one I was thinking about, a more advanced version, is basically building a larger frame around this right here and putting a spring system here, here, and here, which is actually a pretty interesting idea. That's if you're going to do something like LED light, something like that. You want something outside the screen. You don't want LED lights too close, because you don't want, even though it's not going to disrupt the picture quality much, but constant blue hitting your screen, yeah. But if you were to build a larger frame around here and then put the planks on this side, here and here, you're actually building a frame within a frame. And then you can add LED lights because they wouldn't affect the screen that much. Now, if you want to hang it up, because this is going to be completely floating, you can put a spring system here, 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 and here. Now, fishing line would be nice because it would look like the screen's floating, which would be sick, which we got to figure that one out, because now I'm thinking like we do a fishing line, but we have to do a really heavy fishing line, because again, the wind hits it, it has to be able to channel energy. All right, but we have to do a fish. We have to do it. Oh my goodness, that'd be sick. A levitating outdoor projection screen. The thing about it is, how sturdy would it be? Not sturdy, it's just that when the wind hits it, would it disrupt the picture quality? If the springs would move, energy would strike the screen and the screens would move. It would channel energy, but that wouldn't. But that'd be sick to, oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd blow my mind right now. All right, we're gonna build something a little crazier. Much crazy. It's going to be easy to put together. We're going to build some smaller prototypes to show how easy it is. So if we do anything too much on a large scale, sometimes people get confused. I all the time get confused and watch people build things on large scale, like what the freak is he doing over there? Like, what's going on with that? So we'll build smaller versions of it, prototypes, to show you how easy it is they are to put together. We'll make several different types of these screens. But we're going to build an advanced version, which is going to be a levitating grommet screen. This is going to be crazy, but we're just blessing with the blueprints, how to put the whole thing together. So hold on, just bear with me a minute. I got to put something down. Oh, we have to build a little prototype of this. So I'm going to build a little prototype section. We're going to build the actual one. It's going to look like the screen is actually floating. All right, so let's see. All right, so that would be screen's over here. Now, I figured these are going to take about 2 days of testing. Pretty much it. It's not going to take much. Get our testing done in one day. Tests are going to be long. Anytime we do 2 days of testing, you're looking at a 4-5 hour demonstration. So test demonstration. So, but we need to get it done because we got so much to do. As I told you before, pretty soon I'm going to be out there. I got to do a walkthrough next week of the place we're going to be showing off for the AdTech technology, and I want to get a feel for the area and everything before I start working out there. That's a good idea for a cardboard screen, to tell you the truth, guys. That'd be pretty cool. You know, I could sell half of this stuff that's in my head, and I don't do it. I give it away for free. It's just because, you know why? We got so much on our plate. Lord just blessed me with an idea, or blessing. It's a blessing to be able to design a really cool garden outdoor projection screen. Those who have beautiful gardens, I wish I had a beautiful garden. How to design a beautiful screen that also involves your plants. So hold on for a minute, just give me a minute. I gotta draw this out real quick. Okay, that would be nice. See, that would be really, really nice. Oh my goodness, that would be nice. We could punch and make this out of wood, but I'd rather make it out of cardboard. And we could design this out of wood. I can't show you what I have in my head, what I just drew down. But this would be pretty cool if we did this out of, I'm going to let this play while you guys are not just staring at a screen all day long. There we go. We're doing this outside, right? So let's show you the inside of what, this is a technology we developed. This is an 8. So that's an 8 technology right there. But anyway, this would make a beautiful screen for you garden lovers out there. I would rather prefer have it made out of cardboard, because cardboard is a form of it's environmental friendly. It's very environmental friendly, but it's not going to be that cardboard over there. It's a special kind of cardboard, like that heavy duty cardboard, that 3-tile cardboard. That's what we're going to be using. I got to be out today too. I got to be out and about today. I got a very busy day today, but that's what we're going to be using it, and it's going to be it's going to be a easy assemble screen. You know what? No, because that thing will be a pain in the neck to ship over, and I know it's going to be a pain in the neck to ship those things over. So, man, if we can literally build a frame and we can show you the frame, but no, I don't want to do it that way. All right, we got to figure a way around that one. See, the thing about the cardboard screens you can't break those down. You can't basically break them down and assemble them. Where if we made it out of wood, we can actually build our own frames at the end of the day, and we can break those down, put them in a box, and ship them over. 4 feet by 7 feet. Yeah, but how would you put the whatchamacallits in? How would you put the holders in? Oh my goodness, we literally could build this thing and put it all together. All right, it just came to me. I told you, God is amazing. God is amazing. Some people sit back and say, oh, God can't be speaking to you that fast. Have you seen the technology we developed lately? Yeah, we developed some stuff extremely fast. I told you, there are days where we get the blessings just pour down on us. When we're sitting there, I'm just writing down ingredients, writing down. I got technology already set up for years to come. We are that far ahead. Wow, that would be amazing. If we do this, it would mean we can make a screen you completely assemble yourself. It'd be different. Definitely different. I could take this to the garden show. I can literally have these screens at the garden show. I gotta find somebody got a really sick garden around here and donate a screen to them so we can show someplace around here. There's a lot of garden places around, hidden gardens and stuff. We could donate a screen to them so we can have it on display over there. That would be amazing. I think that would be amazing right there. I'm gonna basically the design we have here. This would be nice. All right, that's already done. Oh, that's already. I had to write down the definition of that. That was our next step. The next step was to turn one of those into a projection screen. That was the next step. But it's also fantastic, like I said. See how the frame is right here, right? You can actually attach that frame right in there. And that way you can have your projector. But I thought the other one was actually better because the other one has mosquito netting on it. And we can convert the mosquito netting into a projection screen, which means you stick the ultra short out there, and you basically can watch in the comfort of the mosquito netting area without being eaten alive. So that would be much better than what we have there. Gonna go for a walk outside. Hey, that song is stuck in my way. Bum 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 bum. Oh, you could do that. That would actually work in levitation form because again, you're not doing it up, you're doing it on an angle. That's why. That would support and channel the energy much, much easier. Ooh, that's interesting, I'll tell you. I'll tell you, the beautiful thing about having the Lord design things for you is basically think about who you're having a conversation with. This is a beginning and end. This is Alpha and Omega. This is a person who makes everything. Everything that you have in front of you, God has made it. And people say, oh, but it's his earth at the end of the day. All these minerals belong to him at the end of the day. And he does give you the ability to be able to think, function, and do, design things. People have to understand, people talk about evolution. And they say, well, evolution is the Big Bang Theory. All right, so if I want a TV and wake up the next day, hear a giant explosion go off in my living room, and there's a TV waiting for me. No. If you look at God and how he created the world, he thought it, he brought it into existence, he designed it. We were designed the same way. We're made in the image of God. So basically, when we want to build and design something, idea comes to our head, or blessing, however you want to put it. I say blessing. And you start writing down like, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to put this over here, design this here, and we're going to need these parts and this part and that part and put that together. And next you know, you're assembling this entire thing and boom, you have it. That's how God designed the world. It didn't explode. So when you want to build something, you go, okay, let me wait a couple of weeks and this thing's just going to explode into existence. Yeah. If that was the case, there'd be explosions going off in the woods 24/7 because something would always be made new. Boom, 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 boom. No. I don't believe the world exploded and everything became into existence. The very fact that if you build something that it tells you from the door, did your tree house explode into existence? Did your house explode? Did anything explode into existence? No. It'd be the opposite way around. If it blows up, it'd be non-existing. All right, so let's show you, that's the inside. Let's show you outside. So that's the frame. I want to give you an idea of the frame. So how easy it is to build. Because, you go, I'm not trying to put down their company at all, but Carl's, you go over there and they want a lot of money for these frames. A lot of people want a lot of money for these frames. You could literally build it yourself. So that's the frame outside. And this is what I tell you, that at the end of the day, when it comes to good screen paints, your screen is supposed to look the same way inside as it is outside. Which I need to do a clip video on this where I do inside and outside on the same screen. Would be nice for a demonstration display. There we got the big water jugs holding it down. Now you notice, if you look here, you see the borders. This is the cinema borders. They're black. They're supposed to be black. These things come up gray anytime in the video your screen's not reading. Those borders have to come up black. We have the projector set for the whole screen. All right, so that would be interesting. So we do these on the side. It's 1110. How heavy fishing line we need? We're probably going to need like deep sea marina. No, because we're not building the frame with that at the end of the day. So that'd make it much easier. So we're going to make this an invisible line. Invisible line. Invisible line. The neighbor's going to get a kick out of this one. Like, what the freak did you build today? We're doing a levitating screen. All right. Right here and here. And you're going to need a loop screw here. And definitely a loop screw here. And one here. And one here. Now, if you decide you're going to build a levitating screen inside, I do advise that basically that you put the corner edge pieces on it, because just in case, even outside screens, if you got an outside screen too, put the corner pieces on it, L brackets on it, due to the fact that if you drop this thing, you're going to make sure you have some kind of protection. Oh my goodness, assembling brackets. So again, if you're building a frame like inside, I do advise that do not put brackets on the side where you're going to be stretching your material over top of, because you're going to get this ugly imprint of an L bracket sticking through your screen, and it's going to be very unattractive. So we're going to do some demonstrations on that, but it's very easy to do. Basically, you want to use your long staples for the front only, and you put your L brackets in the back. That's what you do. And then to make sure that you don't put any divots into the wood, pick another piece of wood, lay it over top your staples, because sometimes they don't go all the way in, and you just hit over top of it with a mallet or a hammer, and that way you don't damage your wooden frame, but also you push in the staples much tighter. Now, if you're worrying about the corner supports, just putting your L brackets in your corners on each side, and your frame is going to be sturdy from there. That way, when you stretch it over, you got a nice smooth surface with no imprints pushing in. That's another way to do it. Same thing if you're doing rear projection screen setups, because you can't have rails in the middle, because this will actually transfer through the screen. So what you're going to do is you're going to put heavy L brackets in each corner inside and each corner outside, and then put your heavy brackets on the back to make your screen very sturdy. I have no idea what that thing was. It's probably an inflatable screen on me, but that's how it's built. They're really easy to put together. It's not really that hard to assemble. And then that way, you know, you don't have to go out and spend all this money. You can just build it yourself. This right here is my customized frame. Actually, no, this is actually painted to the wall. The frame was built around the outside to give it like a movie theater kind of effect, give that nice curtain drape drop at the bottom. And this was a customized screen I did. Actually, when painting it in, this is actually a really interesting paint job. I basically painted the first surface in black, then we hit it with another row of tape, and we did the outside in red. So it had to be the same red to match my curtains. So underneath here, there is a piece of wood that stretches from one end to the next, and there is a set of LED lights, high fluorescent LED lights running across, because I wanted lights coming down on top of my screen. When I turn these off, I wanted like a soft blue or whatever color coming down on top of the screen. So that stands out about that wide from, sorry about my nails being dirty, but that comes out about that wide from the wall. And when it comes up that wide, it allows for the curtains to have a nice drop from here, 4 feet from the screen itself. And then for the top area, you take a piece of the same curtain you get, because we had to get 3 of them, and you have to cut this one and basically just glue it right across, and it comes up perfectly. But make sure you put it behind this. Make sure it's glued here first, and then you drop the curtains here and here. You can do it several ways. If you want, you can put a rod up there too. Some people do the curtain rod, however way you do it. But I wanted something where I can have something right across here, but it would cover it quite nicely. And this is my, I forgot what projector I was using on this one. But as I told you about the condensed lighting, remember, condensed lighting, if you're going to be showing a screen off with condensed lighting on your screen, it helps that the condensed lighting is not in the center of your ceiling, because you're really not making contact with the screen. You want it directly making contact with the screen, so you can prove the point that your product does work with these particular lights. That's one of the things I fell in love with when I saw this place. I saw he put the lighting right here. I was like, oh shoot, that's freaking fantastic. I love it, because every demonstration I've seen, this is the lip right here. There's no lighting here. They put the lighting up here, so that way the screen never gets hit. It just gives it the illusion just light in the environment. That's all. There's the screen outside. Remember I told you, when your projection screen, if I fire off a star field out here, and I fire off a star field in here, it should look exactly the same. If it's washed out here and the image is picking up a somewhat decent image, it's not good. That means you're going through screen failure. And that's what I was trying to display in the demonstration, that you should be able to see it should look exactly the same way. And there, out there. This should look just like a TV. This is what your backyard's going to look like pretty soon. The new coating we have now, FLE, is much more advanced than this. So this is incredible, but it's nothing like what we got planned for you guys. So your screen outside is going to look just like your TV. You can look at your cell phone, it's just going to look exactly the same. Now we're going to show you how to go in, and this is going to be a pre-coated surface, easy to set up. But not only are we going to show you how to build the frame and set it up, but we're going to show you where you can get projectors that are not going to cost you a lot of money, because we don't pay a lot of money for our machines. So therefore, you can save some money. All right, it is a 4K projector right there. I'm looking at it right there. That's the 4K projector. That's the PX747. And that's the 720p outside. Yep, see my projector right here on the floor? That's a 720p projector right there. Oh no, it's a 1080p. It's an Epson. And that right there is the 4K projector. Now I can do this in the daytime. I can watch my screen, lights on. I've done it, lights on, for the environment with the condensed lighting hitting the screen, and I can watch movies inside and outside at the exact same time. If you can't do that, then there's a problem with your screen. You get screen failure. Projector's working, unless you got a knockoff projector, that's the only way. But if you got a legit projector, name brand, it has to be something expensive. At the end of the day, we don't spend the money for expensive machines. And that thing doesn't work correctly, that means you got screen failure. I think that's what we're going to call it now. Our technical term now to call it screen failure. See the OLED demonstration outside pulling off? And again, by some other people's standard, that is supposed to be a screen that does not have the ability to read white light. That's when we were talking to the other company. I told you, we're asking them about their black technology, and they said it reads at 25. That's way too, it's not low enough at 25. It reads at 25, 22, anywhere in that area. That tells us at the end of the day that your screen has a really difficult time generating white light. That's what you literally just told us. And the now viewing cone effect, he has it they have it at 140, not good. You should pick up at 180 easily. Can't be used outside. You know why? A lot of light outside. That's why. Darker screens, black screens, especially black screens, what we've seen so far is the reason why they can't be used in very well lit environments, because they have very serious issues with generating white light because the surface is so dark. We don't have that issue. We can project off a ceiling. So, yeah, that's when I was talking to the guy over at Projector Central. I said, man, if you guys figured out how to get a black technology that dark to read outside, he said that thing's gonna be worth a lot of money. And then you got some people are doing that, or saying, well, we could do the same thing. No. Application process can be a nightmare. If you don't apply the application correctly, your screen could come up pretty bad. And as I saw with the Series C, that product was painted onto an inflatable screen, and that screen was marked up so bad it wasn't even funny. That's definitely going to cause picture disruption on so many levels. It's not funny. You got to make sure you have a good application. It's going to work quite well. You got to make sure that the product is well tested, and on top of that, you don't know what the elements are going to do to us. Your screens at least have to be outside for a couple of years before you can actually make those conclusions. Oh my goodness, this is the laser projector. This is my laser. Yeah, this is recording doing off micro mesh. Yeah, this is something you don't want to do. The projector's nice. No, any other projector would be perfect. You just don't want to use this one. I think I mentioned that in the video. Do not use these projectors. Someone was asking about the laser projector and micro mesh. Problem is that this sucker is going to transfer through. That laser is going to go right through that micro mesh. It's going to smack you dead in the face, and then you're going to have all kinds of vision issues. I have no idea what they were thinking when they made this thing. I mean, it was a beautiful idea. You got a hybrid projector. It's DLP, LED, and laser at the same time. So the base projector is DLP, but the lamp source itself is LED and laser, which is beautiful. And these things are amazing. They make no freaking noise. They're compact. They're small, and they're super bright. At 2600 lumens, this thing could easily overpower 3000 lumen projector with no problem. The laser is sick, but there's a bit of a Death Star problem with these things. Is the fact that this little area right here that tells you that the laser is always activated is not a joke. So if you find these and they don't come with that silver cap on top of them, don't buy them. Because you know why? With that silver cap, basically it's designed that when that laser is active, that you're going to unplug it every time. It's going to, the laser is active, it's going to bounce out, hit the silver cap, and bounce back into the chamber in which it came. So, you know, again, this is why I can't explain it enough that people who basically sell screen paint products, you should know this. Because if you sell this to a customer saying, hey, look, you know, I saw Ken do it. He has this laser projector, you know, and try to copy what we do, and you don't really know what you're doing, you could hurt somebody. I found out about this the hard way because I walked in front of one of these. That's how I found out about it. Turned it off. It went in standby mode. Thinking the laser's off. I go upstairs to take care of some business. I come downstairs. It was the equivalent of like somebody taking one of those great big, huge, old-fashioned flash cube cameras, and boom! That's what it felt like. And it flashed in my face. I'm like, what the freak was that? Like getting hit in the face with a laser pointer. That's what it felt like. But it had a flash attached to it. And then my vision got all spotty and blurry. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I got hit by a laser. That's what struck me. So I had to turn to the side. If you ever see me on camera walk near one of these things, I'll turn to the side if I forget to put the cap on, and I'll basically put it on. If you lean over top of it, you can still get struck with it because the laser ricochets, it goes up. So what you have to do is that you put the top on, either turn it off, because I did one, I didn't turn it off, and I put the cap on top of it, and I saw the flash go off. I'm like, oh, shoot. You must make sure it has the silver cap attached to it. If they don't have those caps attached to it, don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. So this is what the laser picked up on our technology here. I think we're doing Angry Bird. Now there's something like this. If we're doing mesh, mesh is more for ultra short throw. I don't know why they do these projection setups outside. Screens are front and rear, and they'll stick a long throw up on there, which is not good because a long throw is going to penetrate through that. Unless you got some kind of coating to prevent it. But other than that, majority of the most mesh screens you're going to buy on the market, that 3,000, 4,000, people are going to go for heavy lumens because they're going to be outside anyway. It's going to pierce through the screen. Even 1,000 would pierce through it. So what you want to use ultra short throws, because ultra short throws, what they do is they bounce off a mirror system and then hit the screen, and that cancels out the whole glare effect altogether. And for those of you thinking, well, ultra short throws are expensive, no, they're not expensive. We get them over there for under $200. The NECs work just fine. They're perfect outside. We use them quite a few times. It's a fantastic screen to do. So remember I was talking about the whole mosquito netting, having a screen that basically would have the, you could sit inside and watch movies. There you go. Now the double display is what you're going to get, because what happens is there's a screen behind it. So I put a screen behind it because I was using it for 3D applications for visual effects. So there's actually a screen behind it. So that projector is why we're using the long throw, because we need the long throw to be able to penetrate the screen, pass through it, hit the screen on the opposite side, and show a double effect for something we're using for our multi-layer fish tank display. But we're just showing you some cool stuff with it. So that's coated with our technology behind it too. And yeah, that coating is actually front and rear technology. This is what we'll be using. Except for it to be much more advanced, it'd be an FLE, which means it'll generate higher white levels and, of course, much darker contrast levels, and the colors are going to be absolutely eye candy. This is just, I can go back. I love the fact that I can go back into my archives, I can pull stuff up and, you know, go from there. Just from all this stuff, all developed from God. Everybody sunshine day. It's a sunshine day. You notice the screen's not black, it's gray? Yeah. That's why we sit there and people claim about how they make the best gray paints. No, you don't. That gray paint can absorb light. 2 sets of floodlights over top, open window. Look at the size of the screen. Projectors don't even ultra short, though it sits way in the back. We could produce that in a fully lit environment with no problem. And contrast levels aren't going to be, no, they're not going to be that, no, not impossible. But it can generate its colors. It can read its colors without washing out. And the contrast level is fair, and I mean fair. It's not going to be on the level people claim that gray screens do. But you won't see a gray screen ever produce that. Here it is right there. My projector. That's a ViewSonic. That's the ViewSonic 747 4K projector. So when I realized that we did the 720p versus the 4K, that's when I said, not buying 4K anymore. I'm done. Because we don't need it. It's not required for us. So that saves our customers a lot of money. I can direct my customers to a 720p projector and it will look absolutely incredible. That's why I said if you're sitting in a dark environment and you have Christmas tree lights splashed behind the back of your screen and you're sitting on ultra short, that's what makes it even worse. Because they're right on ultra short, you are hugging the screen. You're right on top of it. You know, we're just talking about a particular individual who does these demonstrations constantly in the dark. My screen's 126 inches, so it's bigger than your screen. I'm at a distance though at about, I think, 17 feet. We had a 17 feet distance though from back from there to there. I have windows right directly next to my screen that across, and my lighting is right on top of the screen itself, and it's wrapped around some windows. We had doors and windows open. So if you're sitting there with a 100-inch screen with an ultra short though that's literally a foot away from your screen, and your environment is still dark, but you can't even make out corners, you can't see anything. No, your screen is failing horribly. Very, very horribly. Mind you, no distance though at all. So this is just so much easier. I got this one stuck on my head. It's gonna be there for a while. I was up there singing it. We were summer yesterday, and I was there singing it, and they were like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." I kind of played it in the YouTube video. Now it's stuck in my head. We've done so much testing. It's unbelievable. Look at that. Someone was asking about their outdoor patio lights. Would it affect the screen? So we got 300 watts of light and dropped it on top of the screen. This is the NEC projector. NEC projector was the NEC, I can't think of the name, VT, I think something, I can't remember the name of it, but anyway, yeah. This is the kind of stuff that you have to show. Outdoor demonstrations, you should be seeing this by the oodles. If you're not picking this up, like I said, we went to the channels, we type in outside, we don't find anything. So that's why when at the other house, we got a 150-inch screen sitting on the deck with floodlights nailing the screen, inflatable screens hitting the screen, and no effect at all whatsoever. All this testing to make sure these things work. Look at the time of the day, or even outside in the day, in the evening hours, where we still have light outside. I had people come by, and they were like, testing again? I said, always testing, always testing. Want to make sure it works 100%. And that projector on the floor, that one right there cost me $120 bucks. Which I'm gonna get me another one of those. That was a nice projector. Oh, there's the, and there's no, I remember we saw that projector. Ooh, what's this one right there? And these are portable screens. So I do is type in portable. These are all portable screens that we designed. Was this the? That's another portable. Oh my goodness, that's the 52 Sony VPL FA36 when I first got one of those. Where's that outside portable screen? Ooh, what was this we were developing? That's an Epson projector right there. The Epsons are nice. You get those for like under $100 bucks. I got one brand new in a box one time with the stand with it for like $100. Yeah, that's the, I think probably free blackout cloth surface that comes with it. Yeah. They gave away free black cloth surface, and that's the display of the product right there. And an ultra short throw projector cost me $95. And look at the environment. Look how fully the environment is. That's why I said if you're in an environment, and especially if it's darker than this, and your projector is sitting a foot from the screen and you can't read correctly, that's bad. Environment should be well lit. That's the first sign we see. And it's not just with that one individual. I see a lot of people doing this. So a lot of those optimal projectors, Epson projectors, all in really dark environments. See my machine sitting over here? For people to develop screen paints, you literally need to have, you should have a rack full of projectors. Literally a rack. Ooh. I gotta put my rack in. I forgot about that too, because we got them portables coming through, and them portables, we order like portables. We're getting those for under $60, so we can stack up on those big time. One of the projectors I saw was $25. Imagine that, 25. Well, we do cheaper than that. I had no. What would be the cheapest projector we did? The Optima was the cheapest. The Optima was $37. This is 24. This would be the cheapest one so far. Cheapest ultra short though we got is $60. Yeah. These are tests on portable screens. Oh man, when I run too much time here, oh, just about. I gotta go run out the door. I got things to take care of, people. This is going to be a beautiful screen. Look at this. There's one we did outside. Very easy frame to put together. Now, if you got a deck, you can put the stands on the bottom. Right there. See, I got my stands here on the bottom. You can put your independent stands on the bottom if you want to do it that way. And you want to put in L brackets to attach to the deck and to attach to the stand so they don't go anywhere at all, period. And again, like I said, it's a screen you can remove. So the material, the formula we make has to be able to take a lot of abuse. So again, this is going to be a fantastic setup. But we're going to do an interesting one. We're going to build several small ones to show you how to build them, a foldable one, and several ones we're going to show you how to build. But the main screen, we're going to make it levitating. We're going to make a levitating grommet screen. You're like, what in the world? It's insane. But it can be done. It can be done. All right. Just showing you some cool stuff we're going to be doing designing. So let's see. We are going to probably have this. Surface will be here tomorrow. Coating's all ready to go. It's on the counter. We are going to probably get this started probably 4 days. Well, actually, they're all going to drop in the same thing because we got that high grade superior infinity technology coming out too. On top of it, they're probably all going to drop pretty much on the same day. So you have an option whether you want to have us paint it for you, or basically you can paint it yourself. Mind, they only come in 100 inches, the ones that are pre-coated. That one right there, that screen size is around, I think, 84. It's an 84 inch. Or you can basically coat it yourself. And we'll show you the coating application is going to be crazy easy. Mind, the one we have for the spray-on application is for inflatable screens. So no more worrying about having an inflatable screen. You're worried about the screens washing out and this, that, and the other. That's the end to all that right there in front of the door. That coating is going to allow you to be able to just take it out in no time at all. You'll be done. Very easy to do. Can you imagine you're sitting on your deck and you can watch it like a TV? You'll be doing this pretty soon. Up there watching Star Wars. My neighbors were sitting there like, oh, what the freak? It was outside in the daytime. I was in there watching that screen. Now see this right here? This is the part that I tell you. This one clip right here. See that right there? Gray and white screen can't read that. Virtually impossible. That's a 100% infinity black level you literally are going to have to read. If you're watching anything involving that's going to involve that games, everything's going to involve that contrast level. And please don't ever think at the end of the day that your projector will fix this, because it will not fix this. Sadly, it will not. We're going to do some demonstrations also too for the blacklist. These are demonstrations involving these projection screens that use this AI intelligent coding to make it look like you're going to get these amazing TV-like picture images in your backyard. So we're going to debunk that theory. Buy a couple of those, do a couple of demonstrations, see if it does the exact same thing, which we know it's not going to happen, and then we'll code it over with our technology. We do a half and half, show you what you're really going to get with our technology versus theirs, and then we just recode the entire thing. But this is what you should be able to do on your outdoor screen. You should be able to read a 100% black level. It's got to react like a TV. So you have some beautiful, beautiful backyard setups, and you got these dinky white screens in there. Beautiful projectors, dinky white screen. That's why people go out and they spend the money for the outdoor TVs, because they don't want to wash out images. They want to pick up they watch their sports, they watch their movies and kids shows and all that. They want it to look like their cell phones. The TV's gonna look like your cell phone. Cell phone's not gonna look like a projection screen unless it's designed right. The only problem is those TVs aren't cheap. They're extremely expensive, very, very expensive. This is a 180-inch screen outside. Do the same thing a TV can do. I'm on a TV up there, it's the same thing a TV does. Much cheaper. There's another screen over there testing. Always testing something. Yeah, it's funny. Not funny, but it's interesting. The guy who played Chewbacca, basically where they were shooting that at, I think it was in California in the Redwoods, they said they were shooting that at. They had to tell him not to wander off because they didn't want him to be mistaken for a bear and get shot. Yeah, because they hunt out there. But I saw that in True Facts about Star Wars when they were filming out there, and they were explaining, like, don't wander off because we need you to come back because they don't want to mistake you for a bear. He's walking around in a freaking Yeti costume. Guy's like 7 feet tall. You're not going to miss that. But anyway, still, that's what they had to tell him. But yeah, there you go. That's what you want to do this summer. So get ready. New technology is coming. We got that new affordable screen coming out right now. This is going to be awesome for our customers. We can ship this to you anywhere in the world for free. We'll have outstanding test results for the technology. Join, it works perfectly fine, so you can go back and check. And all screens will be batch number tested to make sure the screens are working perfectly fine before they ship to your address. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration, and thank you for your time. The other technology I told you about, that new Infinity, Superior Infinity, they come with popcorn machines. So you order the gallon, it comes with a popcorn machine. I'm sorry, unfortunately, we can't ship the popcorn machine overseas. It is a bit expensive, but we are going to put in some really cool LED lights as the second option. And that's going to be, we're going to put in the chasers. Have you ever seen outdoor chasers? They're gorgeous, actually gorgeous. So again, we'll put those in there for free. The 32-ounce will also have free LED lights, but it doesn't come with the popcorn machine. All right, with that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I got to get down here to the post office. I got to collect boxes. I need to build, we're going to build cardboard box projection screens. So I need about 30 boxes. Got to go. Thank you all and God bless.